Okay, so he's got the saddle on today. We're gonna teach him the trot cue using the dressage whip, which I really prefer not to use. I'm kind of a cue stickler, but we're having a little trouble motivating him to understand. And then every time I praise him, he comes to a stop, which then encourages, which then causes me to have to get after him again to get going again. And I feel like I'm kind of punishing him when I'm trying to praise him. So I'm going to try to get the go cue, the trot cue a little stronger, introducing the dressage whip as a little bit extra motivation. I was using a string attached to my bareback pad, but today I'm using a saddle, and I don't feel like attaching a string to my saddle and getting it hung up on any of the mechanics of the saddle. So I'm going to go ahead and first on the ground, try to stay in the saddle position, asking him to trot out in front of me. Probably have a few confusing moments with him stopping because he doesn't understand why I'm running next to him, or he may kind of squirt off away from me. But we'll get to where he can trot in hand with me standing in the saddle position, and then we'll see what we got getting in the saddle. I'm also going to do a stirrup exercise to make sure that he's not afraid of the sound of the stirrup slapping on the saddle, and we'll see what we can get done. Here. 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 Don't change your mind. Here. Hi. You need me to go get fly spray? Alright, I can do that. So he's been just wearing the saddle for a few minutes. He lets me tack him up without moving. However, the maneuver, he was wandering around, and I decided to start a new video instead. Get fly spray. I've never fly sprayed. Oh, that's not true. I've fly sprayed you before, just not. Oh, you're just not where he thinks I'm trying to motivate him to do something. Ooh, I'm wearing it. Oh, you're okay. You're okay. Hey, you're okay. Good boy. Yeah, see him? So he just misinterpreted the fly spray. I was telling him something, so he was using it as some kind of, motor cue. Oh, you're okay. You're okay. Good. He really needs me to touch him on the head. I look for that in all horses. I try to get that relationship with all horses. Some of them need it more than others. He needs it. A form of approval that they look for. Okay. So like I said, I'm going to do a little work from beside him. Good. Good walk. Good boy. Good boy. See how he looks for that? He seems to require that. Good. Now, don't, yeah, any kind of whip or, even the string, because it startles them, and I don't want to startle them. I want him to hear the cue and go and not need to scare him into. Walk. 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 Good job. Good. So I'm not. Good job. I'm sorry, buddy. So because he's a little spooky, I'm gonna make sure that the sound of the saddle doesn't have any impact on a spooky level. I can take it from the mounting block. Make sure that we can do this away from the mounting block, but don't really make noise here and reward him for standing still. Good. And again, I'm not going to say he's looking for that. Listen to what your horse needs. He needed that, and it's something simple. We can all provide affection, right? Letting him know he did a good job, letting him know that that's what we wanted. Sometimes horses just really, they ask for the littlest things of us and we don't hear them. And we can so much improve our relationship by listening for those little things that they need from us. He needs that. He needs to be told, I did a good job. He needs to be told, okay, I wasn't supposed to leave. He needs to be told that. He needs me to tell him, that's right. You did a good job. That's right. Good. So we have the reins issue, which I want to get him through. Good. Good. So this is where doing that would be handy. And if you notice, he likes to tuck his head towards me, which is fantastic. He's doing that because he's hoping that he's getting the right answer. But he tucks his head towards me for that reason. But I'm going to definitely enjoy it because it brings him close to me when I want to flip the rein around. So I'm not as likely to hook his ear. Good job. So I was originally holding my hand on the halter, just so I don't anymore. I just want to. Good job. Because there's times I'm going to do this from either hand. Good job. Okay. My stirrups click into a nice position so that my stirrups don't twist. We just practiced that and then I flip by the wither, but yeah, so good boy. I sure do think you're a cool guy. I sure do think you're a cool guy. Alright. this is going to make me nuts too if this keeps cutting out. Okay, so let's got. Let's go. He hears me over there, which take a couple of those still shots. I need you over here. You're right. Good. You are right. Oh, we learned the hindquarter end of it, so now he's all excited. So I'm gonna let him have it. Oh, what a good boy. Let him have it, even though that's not what he's facing. See if I can carry this stick, which is gonna go into his vision as well. So now this is the first time I'm sitting in a saddle on him, and I'm hoping that the saddle's okay. We're not gonna get scared from that. Touch him on the rump, make sure that that's not gonna scare him. Let him know, yes, it's me up here. You are okay, handsome. Let him see everything. Touch him with the stick, let him know, let him see it. Hit him with it, let him know it's okay. Good job. Good. So the saddle's noise started here. Might cause him to be a little squirty. Honestly, a little forward momentum, a little forward motivation might be okay. I'm going to try to use it only on his shoulder. I don't want to use it on his rump. He sees it out of the corner of his eye. I'm going to take that. Good. Ooh, it's bouncy in the saddle. Good job. Good. Whew. Now since I've ridden in the saddle, bud. So he's kind of dangling out off to his side. Maybe all it will take. I'm okay with that being all it takes. I hate anything to motivate them to go on a physical level. Good. Let him settle into this. When he stops now at the walk, I am going to do something about that, because he should understand now that the walk is something to maintain. I think he understands that cue. I actually think he understands the trot cue now too. So I'm not going to let him. Oh, he's got bounce. It was nicer bareback. Boy. He's just going to hang in his mane a little so he doesn't bounce me around quite as much as he's likely to. Did a good job. Good. Good boy. A big trot. Ooh, he's got such a big trot. I don't like riding this saddle. Good boy. Makes me feel like a beginner. Big trot. I don't usually use saddles, so it's like an adjustment for myself. You're a good guy. Good guy. Let's go. I'm using my leg to him to follow that rein. So all the horses in each of these here, so always an element of surprise. Now when he stops walking, I will kiss and give him a tap on the shoulder together to kind of indicate that he is being punished for stopping. That's not a question anymore. That's it may be a question, but it's a question of do I have to, and I just want to say, you know what, let's do something different. Not. So push on the inside here and ask it to go to that reel. I don't know, I don't like riding this trot in the saddle. I very bearish, feel very sloppy. It's a big trot, boy. So I'm going to ask for it now. Good boy. Good boy. And who? That's a good guy. That's a good guy. You are, I know, big sigh. Yeah. Buddy. Oh, you're mean. All right, ask for the walk again. Good. I'm not going to ask for the trot. See, he's offering it now. I'm not going to ask for it, but I'm going to take it because he's offering it. So I'm actually hanging on in the mane here just to keep myself from losing balance. Ooh. Good job. Good job. What a good man. Now we're cooking. So we're going to change directions. I kept this in the hand. Just seeing it. I'm not going to work it out. When I first teach them anything anyway, I use it on the inside to more encourage them to go to the rail than spook off of the rail. So I kept it on the outside before. I'm just going to take this. Good. Good. So like I said, I like that spook though, boy. Element for surprise, there's horses on the other side of those wings. He can't see them, they can't see him, so. Yeah, me getting shit. Good. Good. Oh, I didn't want to wanting to stop, but I wanted to reward him for giving this effort. We are going to try to get direct at the both eyes while still trotting. That might be what I would call my. I do things in baby steps with horses. I'm not out to prove anything. I want them to understand what I want. So I'm not out to see how fast I can I'm into stuff. I want to give them an education. Try to a little change of try and get because that startled them, which I was prepared for, but I'm actually quite impressed with that spook. So good spook. So I'm going to go ahead and ask for the trot, and I'm going to try to come up that center. And get it. Good. See if that. Get it. Bend up the side. Still the same. Just kind of adding a few more things to it for him. There you go. Good boy. And so I'm going to give him the, because I rattled his brain a little bit. I rattled his brain a little bit. The mounting block in the middle is a little unhelpful. So, ask him to walk on. I like that he's got this long mane. It forces me to put my reins way out on his peripheral vision. Make him see my hand coming kind of out. Good. So I'm just confusing him. Trying to get him to and follow. Good. Good. Now he's starting to kind of understand. Don't stop. Might as well just stay on this diagonal. I don't think I'm going to worry about diagonals right now. He's like, you're cutting my arena in half. It's a little bit of a workout right now. Yeah, so he's asking for the face love. And the best I can do it for him, I'm gonna. Good. That's a guy. Let him. No, he's like, oh, am I supposed to sit now? So again, you want to create patterns, but you also want to interrupt patterns. So it's important that I interrupt the pattern I just created, so he understands that he's following instructions and not just doing what he's been asked to do 10 times. You know, like I don't want it to appear routine for him. Horses are pattern learners, and they're pattern reactors. When I first start, try to learn their pattern very quickly, like where doing him that I'm trying to teach maintaining. Good. Good boy. He's a good boy. So like I said, I'm still just tapping his shoulder with that kiss, because it's kind of like a zero top. That stop now. Good boy. I'm going to help him out a little bit. I do kind of using my leg on it, which is good because I think his owner rides with a lot of legs, so it's good and bad because it's going to make him a little bit dull, but at least it won't spook him the first time somebody rides him with leg. I find a lot of leg is very dulling to a horse, and it's like white noise, and then when you do need them to hear your leg, they don't, because they've been tuning out like a TV going around in the background while you're cleaning your house. Just something that they, or I like to make sure the leg is applied. I want to work for the first time, take off in the first dead run. In the you ride with a lot of leg, your horses don't listen anymore. And you have strong legs, because then you got to use stronger leg to get a response. So like this is not going to be tolerated. Good. Tolerated is a strong word. I'm not asking for the trot, so I'm going to tell him no. Good. I'm going to ask him to hoe right here. Hoe. Hoe. Kick my feet out. Swing off the squeaky sound. Here, see, he's asking, can you please tell me I did a good job? Please tell me. He's that kid that strives at night doing his homework, hoping his teacher will put 100% on that paper. He is that guy. He wants so bad to just be told he did a good job. Very honest, very willing, huge heart, huge loving heart. I keep telling his owner I want him. I want him. Yes. She says she'll take Teddy in exchange. I don't know that my husband would be cool with that. Yeah. She'll take Teddy. See? She's already thinking about it, though. Just you. You're okay. Let's go. Bye to the mounting block. Here. 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 Good. You're right. So I'm not actually looking at him. I'm just encouraging him to respond to me, inviting him here. I'm over here. 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 Now I'm going to look at him and invite him. Here. Come on. I know. Was that more than you wanted to do today, huh? Here. You're right. Here. You're right. I know. He's like, that hay in my stall looks really good. Here. First time I'm having to encourage him with me. Kind of upsetting. You know, that's feedback. Yeah. Here. You're not here yet. You're not here yet. Come on. Aw, see? I want him to be right. But he needs to come where I need him. Good. Ho. Ho. You're right. Okay, come on. Come on. You were right, I know. You're right. Alright, don't make me fall off. Alright. Step up. Over. Over. Yep. Over. Over. Come on. Listen to the rest of it. Over. Over. Yep. Oh, no, don't. Come here. Well, this is feedback for sure. Good. Yeah, I call that feedback for sure. Good. Oh. Over. You were here. Over. You're right. You're right. You're right. I need a little. Over. Over. There. Good. Good, but don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. This is not good feedback. Oh boy. Boy. Oh. Good. So that would be an example of, let's do a little mounting work to make sure that mounting block of this school, because he doesn't, that would be time in school. We don't want, not like block because he thinks that there's something bad about it. Good. Off. Now I like to ride horses with as loose a rein as I possibly can. He's thinking about trotting, but oh, he changed his mind. That's good. My body wasn't saying to trot, So he was going to start listening to that part because I go forward when I want to trot. Like this would be a trot position. Might ask him to walk. Let's see if I can keep him walking. Yeah, good boy. Ask him to hoe. Good boy. Ugh, I get caught on my saddle. He's asking for love. Did I do good? You sure did. Yeah, that's a good guy. Can I have more hugs? I have more hugs. Just tapped him with the whip and it didn't cause him to jump the skin. That's a good thing. Yes, you could have more love and more hugs. Okay, so let's see if he remembers. Nice, right? Big change. Good job. Good job. Looking for me to tell him he did a good job. Good. Good. That's a nice place. Block that means nothing because I want him to not be afraid that every time he comes here told who he's gonna be over, over, a little busy, over, over. Yep, yep. Good, good. Oh, not all your front. We need hind. There you go. Good. Walk away. Getting on. Anytime that your mounting block gets broken, which to me that was feedback, that was a broken mounting block, that last ride, stop. I mean, really, you have anywhere to go? You know what I mean? Like, is it that important that you just ride your horse and care about where they are? Or is the whole point that you got into horses because you love the animal? Take care of the animal. If he needs help, then you help him. Otherwise, I'm not really sure why you're in it. Do it one more time. If he does it real nice like that, I'm not going to get on him again. I already loosened my saddle. Oops. Oh. Ah, too far. Back. 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 Good. Now, bend. Over. Over. Come on. Over. Over. Come on. Over. Over. Okay, give you another try. Come here. Yep. It's not all about your front end, hon. There you go. There you go. I'm going to do it one more time because he struggled that time. I want him to... job. It's a perfect place to end. Again, he's looking for, please tell me I did a good job. You sure did. You sure did. I would normally just drop my horse on the ground, but this has a snap on the other end, and I had horses take a step forward and ruin my very expensive reins. So that's the only reason I'm holding it. I'm not holding it to hold him. Let him loose. Walk off of him. Let him look at that saddle. Let him go do more weed whacking if he wants to. Let him wonder why I left. That's another thing, like if that saddle was in any way upsetting to him and he just kind of held in his fear, you know, kind of looked straight ahead and hoped it would stop. I don't have saddles that I wouldn't let my horse look at. So I'm okay with him taking the time to look at it and digest for himself that it's inanimate. It's not going to jump up and bite him. He's licking and chewing, which I don't think you can see. And he's been left in a good frame of mind. That's how you want to leave your horses. You don't, you have a bad ride and you jump off your horse in a huff and you drag them by their bridle into the barn and whip their saddle off of them and rip their bridle off of them and throw them in a stall and leave them wondering what did they do wrong, because often that's what they wonder. Even if you think they know, they could have asked you 100 questions in your ride and you didn't answer one of them. I'm all about listening, and I'm all about getting this kind of feedback when you're done. That's why I do it. And that's why I fall in love with them. And I hate to see them leave, so don't take them from me, Kelly, please.